Hi, everyone. This is the third in a series of 20 videos based on my guide, Gemstone Thinking, which was designed to help you better your ability to study and prepare for more successful results when taking a test. I shall assume you're watching this to help you examine and perhaps evaluate difficulties you are experiencing in your objective to pass a specific test or perhaps tests in general. Maybe someone you know is experiencing problems passing tests and you would like to help. So you decided to watch this series. Remember, the rules that we examine throughout the series apply to literally any type of test. Let's get started. Let me start by asking you a question. Are you intelligent or smart? In this video, we're going to look at some comparisons between these two terms. Are intelligent and smart necessarily the same thing? Let's begin by looking at a graphic that defines each one of these terms, pardon me. Let's take a look here. All right, there you have it. On your screen, you'll see that the screen is bifurcated into two different sections. We're going to look at the left side first, where it contains the definitions. Let's look at the definition of intelligent. Intelligent, having or showing intelligence. Okay, so what does smart? Smart definition says having or showing a quick-witted intelligence. You may notice that the definition of smart adds the term quick-witted to what almost seems to be the exact same definition for each. Are you confused? I know I was. Do they really say the same thing? Oddly, when we accept the definition on its face, or accept any definition on its face, it can sometimes lead to an incorrect assumption that may hinder how we proceed. In upcoming videos, number 4 and 5, we will examine the primary difference between these concepts in depth. We're going to see how any one of us can have high intelligence, but maybe not be so smart in the way we do things. And sometimes we may see the reverse, where we do not possess a high level of intelligence, but are seemingly very smart and are able to accomplish numerous goals. We'll discuss how neither intelligence nor smartness have superiority over the other when it comes to your ability to succeed. The trick is learning how to recognize who we are and how to maximize our skills, no matter what the proportion of each of us possesses. We'll begin by comparing the two in this video, then discuss each individually, and bring it all together at the end of videos 4 and 5. When looking at your diamond, we take a look at the right side of the screen now. When we look at your diamond, you'll see that being smart and intelligent are separate facets that comprise just two of many areas influencing your test-taking abilities. We'll examine what it all means when balancing them with other facets while we journey through this series and identify different areas impacting your psychology, how you think, and what you can do to determine why you have not performed better on tests. I'm willing to bet that during your childhood or your teenage years, or perhaps even now, the issue of whether you're smart was raised in connection with your ability to study, understand certain topics, and take tests. Maybe it was your parents, or maybe it was a friend who said it. Maybe it was a teacher who questioned your intellectual ability, or at different points in your life, it might have come from all three. As a kid, I detested it when my father regularly reprimanded me for some offense, during which he ridiculed me by saying, "What's the matter with you? You're supposed to be smart, so why do you act like a deadhead? Intelligent people don't make mistakes like you do." So, over time, I became convinced by my father's words, and I was convinced I was not very smart. Little by little, I stopped trying and developed a negative habit of learning just enough to get by so I could move on to the next task. When I entered high school, my grades plummeted from straight A's to C's and D's. I assumed it was true then that I was not smart. It was pointless to try, so I just gave up. Deep inside, though, the question burned like summering coals. Why was I not smart? Why was I not intelligent? Well, guess what happened? Although I did not know my own abilities and wasted many years, I discovered I am pretty smart after all. But still, the question lingered in my head as to what it means to say someone is smart. It was when I was pursuing my master's degree in clinical psychology that I came to understand there is truly a difference between the meanings of smart and intelligent, that they are actually two separate components to be addressed when dealing with the question of whether we're capable of learning and, more importantly, what we do with the information once we learn it. As an educator and administrator, the difference between the weight of these words and their usage became glaringly apparent. I came to understand that some of my peers and students were more intelligent than others. I also realized that it was not uncommon for those with street smarts to surpass those of seemingly more gifted coworkers and classmates when performing tests, even though they might not possess the same measured degree of intelligence that we know as IQ. Accordingly, for our purposes in the next two videos, we'll start by addressing the long argued comparison about whether human actions and mental abilities are a result of nature, what we're born with, or nurture, what we learn from our environment. Let me bring you back now. Hi. I'll repeat the question. Are you intelligent or smart? Or are you perhaps a combination of the two that, once understood, may propel you further in attaining your goals? I'll compare and clarify these human traits by looking at real-world applications and demonstrate that although they both exist in one person, there's not necessarily an equal balance in the way everyone's brain functions. Recall our earlier video wherein I discussed the efforts of Albert, who overcame numerous life challenges and so he could have some success. Albert was one of those people who might not have measured highly on an IQ test, but was loaded with a lot of what we refer to as street smarts. It's normal for one trait to dominate while the other is less obvious. We'll closely examine whether a person might be intelligent but not smart, and whether one may be smart but not highly intelligent. We will see that by themselves, neither is superior to the other. I look forward to helping you on your journey to realize your strengths and focusing your path to success. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you'll be notified of the upcoming videos. Thanks much. See you next time.